Only complicated
Mrs. Hogerson, excuse us, please. My friends need to talk to their boy that way out. So long.
You okay? And I told you this would happen. We're not in trouble at school, honest. We got permission.
It's okay.
Hey, we're glad that you two look out for each other. That's great.
We do, but... I guess you want me to leave, right? No. Let him stay.
It's fine. You're practically family.
Is this about the blood test?
The DNA match is positive, Jamal.
Great.
And that's not all.
Alec McIntryre is your biological father. And the state, in the form of Miss Hogerson and her committee, have decided that you should start living with him tomorrow morning.
This is a bad joke, right?
I'm sorry, son.
It's true? He has to?
Yeah.
No way. I won't go. I won't go with them.
We'll fight them.
I can't stand him.
We understand how you feel, Jamal.
We will do everything in our power to keep you with us.
We'll take him to court.
May I help you?
Yes, I need to see Trevor Dillon right away. He does work here, doesn't he? This is Montgomery and Associates?
Yes, it is. Do you have an appointment?
No, I just arrived in from out of town.
Does this involve a legal problem?
No, it's personal. It's not legal. But it's of great importance. So if you could get Mr. Dillon right away, please.
Mr. Dillon is in a meeting with one of his partners, and he has a full schedule today. But if you'll give me your name and a number where you
I don't care about his schedule. I want to see him immediately.
I understand you're in a hurry, and I'll be glad to let Mr. Dillon know that your message is urgent.
Do you know how to spell the word emergency?
I am sure
Nancy, this is the stuff that Jack wants on the contract. You can have it ready by 5. I'll be your slave for life. Be at the courthouse, be back before lunch.
Trevor, wait.
Do I know you?
She was asking for an appointment.
Sign her up. I gotta go to court. I don't have time for this. Whatever it is, we'll take care of it tomorrow. I'm on my way.
Wait, I'm going with you.
Trevor, you mind if I drop these guys at the Stuart at your house?
No, no problem. Go.
All right. See you downtown.
By 5 o'clock.
Let's go.
Timmy's so tall. He's like a young man.
Beg pardon?
I was just talking to myself.
Excuse me. Yes, Gus? She went to the courthouse with Mr. Dillon. Before
Daddy
lunch.
would be so proud.
Sure, bye. Sorry about that. We're short-handed today. About that appointment with Mr. Dillon tomorrow?
I know, he's busy.
Yes, but he said he'd see you. Is 10:30 all right?
I'm not sure this will hold until tomorrow. I'm just going to wait here for him.
I told you Mr. Dillon has a full schedule today.
But I heard him say he'd be back from the courthouse before lunch. Maybe he can squeeze me in. I'll just sit over there. I'm not going to bother anybody.
I'm afraid you'll be wasting your time.
Well, it's my time. I can afford to waste a little of it.
Suit yourself.
Too many people in a hurry these days.
Montgomery and Associates may help you? Hello, Mrs. Epperson. Yes, I can check that for you right away. Will you hold?
Tomorrow morning. Oh. Wait a minute, you telling me that Jamal can come and he can start living with me as of tomorrow morning?
You do feel ready.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding? The minute I found out he was mine, I was ready. Yes, this is great news. Thank you so much. Believe me, you won't regret this choice.
We felt that it was best for everyone.
Oh, excuse me. Here's something. Doris, I want you to call out to the shopping mall and talk to the sporting goods store out there and tell them to put aside anything that a 13-year-old boy could want. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Tell him I'll come by and I'll check it out later, okay? Yeah. Thanks. Oh, boy. Well, finally, it's my turn for some good news. All right. This is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and Miss Hoganson, you are an angel. Thank you.
Before you thank me again, I feel I should warn you. There may be some problems.
Well, come on, Jamal's almost a teenager. He's going to have nothing but problems, but that's okay. We'll work him out.
I was referring to the Cudahys. Mr. and Mrs. Cudahy are having a hard time letting go of their hope to adopt Jamal. Mrs. Cudahy implied they might take some court action.
Lawyers.
She could file an injunction, petition a judge to delay the transfer.
Could she get away with that? Well, if she were going to do it, when would she try?
They're on their way to the courthouse now.
The courthouse is less than a mile from here. Come on, we'll take my car.
Oh, Mr. McIntryre...
Hey, I'm not going to lose any more time with my son. Come on, we got to stop him.
You want a preliminary injunction to prevent the minor child, Jamal Wilson, from being removed from your home for a period of not less than 30 days. What's not clear, Miss Frye, is why.
Well, I'm prepared to elaborate, Your Honor.
But your own paperwork establishes the child's biological father, Alec McIntryre, has come to the fore, been investigated by the state, and deemed fit for fatherhood. Now, it says here the child has been ordered to take up residence with the father starting tomorrow.
Yes, Your Honor, and the events leading up to that decision were made far too swiftly. The truth is that the facts do not warrant this child being sent to reside with his father. Your Honor, the state's investigation was cursory at best. There has been no examination into this man, Alec McIntryre's real character. And the few facts that have turned up give one cause to question him. There is blackmail and deceit as a major part of his background. Your Honor, to be more to the point, this ruling goes against the stated wishes of the child. Jamal's own opinion regarding this matter has been completely ignored by the child welfare authorities.
Well, he has let a trouble pass.
Your Honor, his mother died of AIDS several years ago, and since that time, he has been bounced from one foster home to another. He's been a chronic runaway with discipline problems, poor grades, poor attendance. And when my husband and I found him, he was even malnourished. All of that has changed since he's come to live with us and become a part of our family. We've gained his trust, and his attitude, his health, his grades have improved. I've given you a copy of his school grades as well as a psychological workup that shows you and chronicles the dramatic improvement in this child.
Obviously, the child has flourished under your care, Miss Frye. However...
Your Honor, Jamal has had some very unpleasant experiences with Mr. McIntryre, and these predate his learning that he was father and son. He's having a very hard time moving past these negative experiences. And therefore, I would argue that it is in this child's best interest that he be given at least 30 days so that my husband and I can at least help him adjust to the fact and accept the fact that Mr. McIntryre is his father. It would also give us more time to more thoroughly investigate Mr. McIntryre's background.
You have serious reservations concerning Mr. McIntryre's fitness to be a parent, is that correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor, but more importantly, I believe that a child with Jamal's history and his special needs should not be abruptly removed from the only stable home that he has ever known, and then ordered to live with a man that he doesn't know and whom he actively dislikes.
Now, let me make sure I understand you. You're asking to postpone this decision to return Jamal to his natural father for 30 days, during which time you hope to find enough evidence to overturn it entirely.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Judge McGrath. I'm Alec McIntryre. I'm Jamal's father. I would like to have the chance to speak.
Mr. McIntryre, in light of the unusual nature of these hearings, I will listen to what you have to say.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. Your Honor, Tom and Livia Cudahy are fine people. They are two of the finest people that I have ever met, and there is no question that they love Jamal. But they're not his parents. I am. Now, you know, will tell you that I don't know anything about being a parent, and they're right, I don't. Until recently, I had no idea what it would even feel like. And then I found out that a woman that I loved a long time ago had my son and never told me. But that doesn't change the fact that he's mine. You know, we may not share a common history, but we share something much more basic. We share the love of his mother, Janine Wilson. Now, I knew Janine as a beautiful, intelligent young woman who loved Vivaldi and James Brown and me. She was the kind of person that she'd save every cent she had so that she could see every dance company that went through Boston. She got 690 on her verbal SATs. Now, Jamal knew a very different woman. He knew her as a defeated addict, a welfare mother on heroin, and he watched her slowly die of AIDS. Now, you don't need to ask me if I know what was responsible for that turnaround in her life, because I was responsible. I abandoned her when she needed me most. I took off to chase dreams of money and power, and I never looked back. But that doesn't change what Jamal and I share. What has changed is me, because I'm not off chasing those dreams anymore. I want my son. I want him to know the Janine that I knew. And I want to help him mourn the Janine that I didn't know. I want to be there for him. I want to take care of him. I want to be his father. So I'm asking that you deny Miss Frye's request. Thank you.
Gloria! Oh, I'm so glad you're home.
Oh, Stuart.
Oh, boy.
Isn't that beautiful? You've done a wonderful job.
You're beautiful. How are you? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm much better.
Where's he?
He had an appointment.
Well, what about spending the whole day together?
I guess it's not going to happen. I wish.
How come? Is everything okay?
Well, I don't know. He picked me up at the hospital, brought me back here, and he wanted to toast with champagne. So he went to get the champagne, and the phone rang. It was Alec. He wanted to talk about Jamal. I got very angry, and I slammed the phone down, and Adam came in right afterwards and asked me who was on the phone. And I lied to him and told him that it wasn't anybody, and I just kind of brushed it off. What do you think?
I think you should have hung up on him the minute you heard his voice.